So what I got going on today is, as you know, if you go to charge up your Mavic Mini flight packs using the DJI quick charger, and maybe you have the charging hub back there, according to their specifications, it's going to take 4.5 hours to get those 3 batteries topped off. And that can be a lot of time. You might be in a hurry to get out there. So I wanted to look at another option, which would be using one of these quick charger car adapters. So it plugs into a 12-volt cigarette lighter in your car. This particular one that I'm going to be testing has 2 QC 3.0 outlets. So technically you can quick charge up your hub, and you can quick charge up the battery in your Mavic Mini. So basically you get 2 batteries getting quick charged, and then you could work on the final battery. Plus you can also charge up using through the hub. You can also charge up your controller. So anyway, here's what I intend to do. I've got my USB little tester here. I'm going to test first with my 12-volt bench supply plugged into a cigarette lighter adapter. I'm going to test out your classic plug-in phone charger for a car and see what the volt amps and watts are for each of the devices. So charging up my 2 phones that I got, a phone and a tablet, charging up the RC, charging up the hub, charging up the drone, coming up with a chart of volt amps and watts on those, and then I'll switch over to charging things up on this plug-in adapter, seeing what they are individually using just one port on this, and then that case where I plug in the 2 worst things, which is the battery in the drone and battery in the hub, which would be putting the most load on this little adapter, and see what the performance is. So probably won't show all of those combinations while I'm filming here, but I'll put a chart at the end that gives you all the results. Primary thing I want to show is how these quick chargers negotiate for the right voltage and current for different devices. So here's a typical case. I got the regular phone car charger plugged into the socket here. I've got that wired over to this tester, and out of the tester going to be demonstrating it, charging up this tablet here. So I'll turn the power supply on. 12 volts, 0.23 amps on there, and then on the actual tester itself coming out with 4.95, basically a half an amp at 2.4 watts. So kind of the charge rate on all of these little regular phone chargers is only, you know, in that 2 to 5 watt range generally, and so there's an example there. Alright, pretty much got the same setup. Got the car charger plugged into the tester then plugged into the drone, and now we'll turn it on. Got 12 volts coming out of the power supply. Tester saying we're doing 4.8 volts, 1.3 or so amps. That's almost 6 watts, and you can see we're charging up here on the Mavic Mini. If I do the same thing with the hub connected, turn it back on, make sure we're at 12 volts. First thing it does is find out which battery needs the most juice, and actually it'll charge up the one that's the closest to being fully charged. We got one cycling away there. 4.9, 5.6. That's climbing up a little bit here, so there is a little bit of improvement. Looks like right now it's settling out at around 5 watts. It's climbing a little bit more. That's about probably as much as that car charger is going to be able to provide. Alright, so now I switched over to the quick charge adapter, and I'm going to use my tablet here. I know this tablet isn't really set up for quick charging, but we'll just see what kind of results we get out of these adapters that are set up for a little bit of negotiation like that. So we got our 12 volts. Looks like also about 5 watts. Alright, now we'll try with the drone. Got our 12 volts. You can see it shot up to 18 just for a second there. But it's settling down just a little over, a little under 12 volts obviously, which is what the battery can provide. And right now it's charging at about 8 watts or so. But the LEDs are moving pretty well, so, but it is showing it's charging at about 8 watts. Alright, we're going to try it with the hub. I took the battery out of the drone that was in there, which I know was about half charged, to put it in here, so we'll see what it does when it's in the hub. Got my 12 volts. It's charging. And you can see it's getting up to that 18 watts, which is what you get when you use a regular wall charger. So it looks like this intelligent hub does a little bit better with quick charging than just the battery itself that's in the drone. And I've tried a couple other batteries and I got the same situation. So that's something we didn't know. Alright, I'll put up the chart. We'll call it a day. Thanks for watching.